starting lineups. So Golden State will get the first possession. Here's Curry. Pass to Porter. Back to Curry. There's the screen. Three off the mark. And the Celtics with possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Tatum. And he gets it to go. Curry with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The shot clock ticks down. Austin with the ball. Walker with it. Pass to Horford. It's going to be 2 free throws, 2 contact on the shot.
And I also really like his skill as a low post passer, guys. He sees the whole court and doesn't hesitate to pass up his own shot if he can get the ball to a teammate for a better look.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Horford. So Horford gets 2. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Curry. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Thompson, and he gets the bucket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. Langford. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. And here is Curry. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Pass to Walker. And it's good. The time running down to the shot clock. The Warriors trail. Thompson outside. Thompson left side. Thompson left side. Puts it up. Kemba Walker with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Langford inside. Thompson in the posts. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
He set the pick. Pass to Thompson. Wide open look. And he connects with the jumper. Curry. Here's one. Langford. Pocket 6. Tatum. That one wide left.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoop. Langford. Pass to Horford. Oh, he chips it straight down. Here's Curry. They set the pick. Thompson outside. Launches a free. And Horford pulls it down.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Langford. Pass to Walker. Fades away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thompson outside. They swipe it. Langford. Outside, Walker. Here's the screen. Pass to Horford. Lots of room. They get it again. Thompson. Now, Green. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Curry. Now Thompson. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Curry's shot is good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Pass to Walker. Now here is Horford. 5 to shoot. Walker with it. Wings in midair and converts on the double clutch late. Here's Curry. He has 5. Outside, Green, Porter, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. The Celtics with the lead. Langford. Six to shoot. Outside, Walker. Blocked. And here's Thompson. Pass to Curry. Shot from 12. And the shot is good. He has 7.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Now here's Walker. 6 points for him. Langford. Tatum. Great touch on the 16-footer.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now Porter. Back to Curry. Thompson right side. Lets it go. Again, Golden State.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 1. Back to Iguodala. Number 95. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's his first trip to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Brown outside. They set the screen. Here is Hayward. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Smart. And he's good on the 3-point. Back to Iguodala. 4 on the clock. Wiggins. Back to Iguodala. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here is Hayward. Shot clock at 5. And it's busted with another.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Iguodala with it. Hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Wiggins. Ripped away. Here is Hayward. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. With the lead pass.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far. The Warriors too.
To the middle. Wiggins. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Brown. Shoots a 3. No luck. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And the Celtics making a change here. Here is Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. And the bubble pass to his almost over the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the free throw, no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics up and don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise? The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. Here is Hayward. Brown with it. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Ooh. 6 to shoot. Wiggins. Open from outside, got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Back to Brown. Here is Hayward. Fires the 3. Here's Williams. He's just hoping this down. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Williams comes with a double team. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
They couldn't look up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
The Warriors making a switch here. to Brown. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Puts up a three. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shoots the three. And he gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here is Hayward. Fires the three. He's good. He has five. For those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wiggins finishes it off with a one-handed jam. And the Celtics with possession here. Now timeout called by Boston. Switch here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Tatum. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Both good from the line that time. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And here is Curry. He has 7. Pass to Porter. Now Curry. Here's the three. Now Murphy with the rebound. Pass to Walker. Now here is Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum. Here's Williams, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Warriors making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. Shot on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 9.
And he's really one of the most heads-up defenders you'll see, too. I mean, you've got to take care of the ball when you're around him.
Langford. Next to Walker. Thompson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Now Thompson. He has 6. Here is Porter. Back to Thompson. Makes up the pick. The 3. Shot is off. Thompson with it. And here's Walker. Langford. Back to Walker. From 18 feet away. That's good. 8 points for him. And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Thompson outside. Curry. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Langford. Pass to Horford. Backs him down. And it's busted with another. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Now a timeout called by Golden State. So it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Thompson outside. Right side Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Puts one up. Looney. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First one drops. So he gets them both. Austin with the ball. Now Walker. He's got 8. Tatum. And that one's good. He's got 8.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Curry. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Green left side. Looney. Offensive rebound. Fires for 3. Here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And here's Walker. Thompson with the rebound.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Pass to Horford. Now Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green with the rebound.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Looney. Got it with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. Langford. Stolen away. Curry with it. He's got 9. Thompson. And the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 9.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Back to Thompson. Backs him down. Knocks down the 10-footer.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defensive defenders start buckling down and tightening up.
Now here's Curry. Back to Green. Thompson. Connects on the open J.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with this game.
Now here's Walker. Back to Walker. Here's Thompson. The Warriors trail. Thompson outside. Pass to Curry. Now here's Porter. Back to Curry. There's a screen. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State. Now Walker. 8 points for him. Horford back it in. 16 feet away. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him. Here's Curry. 8-point game. Shoots it. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Langford. Let's go. The Republican shot from the wing.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
There's the pick. Now here's Curry. And here is Curry. He's got 14. Pass to Porter. Clock at 6. Can't get it to go. They've held a 12-point lead early. Now here's Walker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
Here's Curry. Thompson outside. Thompson left side. Clock at 4. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 13.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Back to Horford. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Here's Walker. Haynes. And he sinks the layup.
They own the offensive glass here in the second.
Curry with him. He's got 14. Left side Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And a minute to go. Now here's Walker. From deep. Can't get it to go. Here's Curry. Distance. And the first half is now in the books. Celtics out. Second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry. And Boston has possession. 10-point lead. Langford. Pass to Horford. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson left side. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 15.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Langford. Here's Langford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one is off. And he's good on the second. The Warriors trail. Now Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Thompson right side. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. There's a good screen. Pass to Walker for 3. And the shot is good. 13 points in the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And here is Curry. 14 points for him. Porter with it. Off the pick. They get the rebound. Looney. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pass to Walker. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Al Horford. Takes it off the glass. He's got 10.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high quality shot that you gave.
Back to Green. To the paint. And lots of contact there. He's in the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's off on the first. No good on the second free throw.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
There's the pick. And to Thompson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 6 to shoot. Tatum. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 6.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
Timeout call for Warriors. Pass to Curry. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here's Porter. And that one's good by Porter. He has 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Tatum. Off the left rim and out. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Left side Curry. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Langford. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Curry. 14 points for him. Pass to Porter. Back to Curry. They set the pick. Here is Porter. Looney. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle. That's it. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Warriors making a switch here. On defense, the Celtics have led by as many as 14 points. Has to figure it out. Shot clock at 6. Back to Curry. Puts it up for 12. And that one's good. He's got 16. Walker with it. 13 points in the game. Tatum. And he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. Pass to Thompson. Can't hit. Now Walker. Horford with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line. misses the free throw.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Good on the second free throw. Down low. Stolen by Walker. Off target at the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Coleman. Number 6. Hits the jumper in space. And here's Walker. He's got 13. Pass to Brown. Brown right side. Drilled from 11 feet out.
I don't think they come much easier than that, though.
Timeout called the Warriors. Making a change here. And so it's Golden State with it, down by 12. Coleman. Iguodala outside. Lock at 6. Puts up a 3. Warriors the rebound. Takes the 3. That's good.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Here's Brown. Here is Hayward. Pass to Williams. Headed by Green. Shoots from the right block. Green with the rebound. To the inside. Coleman. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Celtics with the lead. Brown with it. Now Walker. Plus 3. That's good. He's got 16.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one here. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They set the screen. Pass to Porter. Leads him in there. And Green gets it to go.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Now here's Walker. 16 points for him. Here is Hayward. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Iguodala with the steal. Wiggins. The Warriors making a switch here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now Walker. Here is Hayward. And blocked. And turnover. They knocked it off the shot before second violation. And the Celtics making a change here. And here is Curry. He's got 16. There's the screen. That went off the back iron and out.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Tatum. He makes good on the layup. He's got 14. The Warriors trail it. It's to Curry. No good. They've led by as many as 14 points. Six on the shot clock. Tatum. Here is Hayward. Top of the key. Good as a jump shot falls. They set the pick. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Good. He has 7.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Outside, Walker. Here's Langford. On the side, off the mark. Pass to Walker. Here is Hayward. Here's Langford. And the three off target.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Tice uses the glass to finish the layup.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Outside Curry. For the three. And Boston with the rebound.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Up top, Walker. Wide open. Good. He's got 18. Here's Curry. From deep three-point range. He got that good time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Thompson. 5 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the Warriors making a change here. And he sinks the second. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Walker. Tatum. Pass to Horford. From the baseline. And again, it's Boston converted. Thompson with it. Iguodala with it. Green. Curry with it. 6 to shoot. Outside Curry. Scored by Walker. Here's Langford. The fifth touch on the finger roll. Now here's Curry. There's a screen. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. Count that one.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Now Walker. Langford. Back to Walker. Left side Walker. Tatum. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Curry. From the arc. Good. Curry. 21 points in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
On the shot clock. Tatum. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now in the final quarter of regulation. Iguodala with it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Here's Thompson. No good on the quick 3.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Outside, Green. Right side, Green. Outside, Curry. Shot clock at 6. Shot is no good. They've led by as many as 14 points. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tatum, and that one's good.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
And here is Curry. Here's the screen. Here's Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Here's Walker. Horford up top. Here's Langford. It's rebounded by Curry.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Pass to Thompson. Releases. And he nails that one right through the net.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
They set the pick. Tatum. And here is Horford. Here's Langford. Green for 2 points. Curry with it. Pass to Thompson. All alone. Again, Golden State. Now Walker. There's the three. Good on the shot. He's got 21.
Defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
Outside Curry. There's a good screen. Pass to Porter. 4 on the clock. Now here's Curry. The tray. Got it.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Tatum. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. 0. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Now Curry. Pass to Thompson. Six on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. He's got 22.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Langford into Al Horford. And the layup is good.
Room service delivery right there, fella. Wonderful entry feed.
And here is Curry. Pass to Thompson. From past the arc. There's the bucket. Good.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of score.
Here's Horford. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Thompson outside. Now here's Curry. Lets it fly.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
first one full. And the Celtics making a change here. He hits both from the strike. Outside, Walker. Left side, Walker. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here is Hayward. Pass to Horford. 5 to shoot. That's the free fly. Here's Curry. Left side Curry. Now Porter. Porter with it. Back to Curry. From outside the arc. Al Horford with the rebound.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Langford. Pass to Walker. Horford back it in. Hits the jumper. He's got 19. Now here's Curry. There's the pick. Porter with it. Lets it go with the three. That is good. The Celtics with the lead. Now Walker. Langford. Pass to Horford. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So it's the Warriors now. And here's Thompson. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Using Kemba Walker. Here's Thompson. Pass to Green. Here is Porter. Another three for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Outside, Walker. Here's Horford. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And they wasted no time to get those 3 points back. 24 points for him.
Right now, they don't seem to have an answer for the outside game this second half.
Here's Thompson. Curry takes a 3. Now Horford with the rebound.
So if defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting, I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Here is Hayward. Here is Hayward. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. He doesn't have the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one. Johnson with it. The shot. Not this time. Langford. Back to Walker. Shot denied. Now here's Porter. There's the pick. Back to Green. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up.
Here's a look here for the Warriors. That free throw good from Thompson. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. He tries for 3. The shot is off. Number 95. It's good from beyond the arc. Kemba Walker.
Mamaya nakita yung nonote sa ano lahat. Huwag mo isipin yan, Ate MJ.